Hello and welcome to Cosmic Cultivators Handyman Edition. Today we need to tame our candy roaster squash. Now these squashes can be up to 10 and 15 pounds each. So if there's something I learned from last year, it is build big or stay home when it comes to gardening. This year we need to build extra big considering what we are trying to tame here. Let me show you what we're talking about. We are standing inside of Shipwrecked right now, and you are currently looking at our problem. This is the candy roaster squash, and here's Shipwrecked. So our issue here, other than the fact that we overplant and we should learn our lesson from last year, we need to trellis this. We have very limited space. So what is one to do? We have this piping here. I think it's 2-inch. I need to make sure diameter before I go ahead and start making cuts here to make our trellis. I believe we have at least 2 segments of this, and I'm going to have to say it's about 50-75 feet long, however long it may be. This is part of my idea. Part 2. We're going to need some lawn stakes. And instead of going to the store and spending money, my father gets these beautiful boards. You see, there's not too much wrong with them. He gets these beautiful boards for free from his work. They call them undesirable. So this is what most of everything you see is pretty much built out of. Well, I guess not the fence, but even the greenhouse wood is this stuff right here. So in order to make these stakes, it's quite simple. Measure it out, cut in half again, and you have yourself potentially 8 stakes. I'm going to have to measure them out and see what I can do. So you've seen me do this step before, scoring the wood and chiseling out, and because of that result of doing so, you now have a semi-rounded edge which is going to fit our pipe that I just cut. And as you can see, we pretty much have one rib of a hoop house here, technically. So here's my idea for trellising. We're going to go ahead and go over to Shipwrecked and see if this will actually work out or not. You'll see over on that side that we've already got one of these. I know it looks really messy, but I think it's going to work pretty well. So we already got one of our stakes on the side. I thought I'd bring you along and show you how I'm just setting at a certain angle so that way the fruit will be able to lean and grow up it. I also want that as snug as possible to the boat as well. Put it at the angle that I wanted it, like so. Just like that. So you see, that's pretty well sturdy there. And yes, this is an 8-pound sledge on an 18-inch handle. That's how you get stuff done. So far, so good. It is wifey approved. She wasn't clear on how I was going to attach all this to that with the voided area. So I explained to her, either we're going to do chicken wire, or they have that plastic fencing which is really cheap but we're going to try to do this as inexpensive as possible. Yes, we do have more vining things. That being said, we will probably do one straight up here and then another one off that way. And you probably ask yourselves why we go through such extraordinary lengths to create trellis systems and grow upwards. Just like over in England, they have their allotment. This is our allotment. This is about all that we get. So what we have to do is grow all of our fruits upwards the best that we can and capitalize on, it's not a little space, don't get me wrong, but we need to capitalize on what space we have. So that's why we go through such extraordinary lengths to grow upwards the most ridiculous things. Yes, we've been told that you can't grow certain things in a certain way, but you know what else they told us last year? They told us that we couldn't grow a pumpkin trellising it upwards, and guess what? We made a pumpkin levitate last year. So we like to push the boundaries around here. Quick update. So we did have some chicken wire in the back hanging out, to which we utilized, and we've already started to put everything to climb up. Gina is now going to start training all these so it'll start to grow one way instead of the other. And like we said, we need to put another one straight up here and another one going off to the side. But there you have it. I think we're going to have to wrap up for today because it's getting to be about that time to go to work. Day 2. Here we are on the trellis build. Sorry, there was something attacking my foot there. So day 2 on the trellis build. We have the same setup as last night. As you see, I think the squash likes it. It's already grabbing a hold. So as I was saying, we have the same setup as last night. And when we went to Walmart to go purchase more chicken wire, we were jaw-dropped. It is basically $36 for 50 feet of chicken wire. We bought 2 of them because we want chickens at some point. That being said, I couldn't come to cutting up chicken wire for trellising. So we have hopefully the next best thing. I just spent the last 45 minutes threading this. We went to the dollar store, picked up 3 25-foot bundles of paracord, and we threaded it up. Now, price comparison here. This cost me $3.75. That cost me 20 bucks. So hopefully this works. We're gonna slide it on and see how it looks. Here we are, the moment of truth. Might need to chip away some of the wood on that, but yeah, sure. What? Okay.
I think you pulled it too tight.
Oh no, everyone. Looks like I did pull it a little too tight, huh? Those 2 right there. Design flaw. Yeah, I can't really. No, it looks like I just gotta take those 2 off, huh? Okay, you wanna hold that? I think we need a little bit more tweaking here and there. But I think for the most part, this is going to work pretty decent. We gotta do some more threading here, and then we'll be able to more than likely have all of this just cradle, and I think it's going to work fine. Maybe we'll have to tighten these up a little bit. But all in all, everyone, I guess this is my best attempt at trying to grow vertically with watermelons. I have seen it done many times before. It's going to be an experience for sure.
Who says gardening isn't dangerous? There's Chris standing on a pool ladder. A very old pool ladder, may I add.
So I wanted to be a surprise, but you know, since gardening is dangerous and all, figured we'd show you our next trellis system that we're building here. And this is because of our melons are taking over. We need something. So
they don't take over the entire garden.
This is our something. Utilizing an old pool ladder and some old chicken wire. We now have an extra, what, 4 or 5 feet to grow?
I'm pretty sure our neighbors think we're crazier and crazier by the day.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Looking out in our backyard, just seeing weird hoops and boats.
I love it though. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Ooh,
So,
sneak peek.
yeah, let's give them a close-up of that new trellis system. It's in the works, everybody. We just wanted to show you how dangerous we live. So, like I said, we weren't going to utilize any of the new chicken wire. This is old stuff. That's why we're using it here. So I just have a few more zip ties. Oh, bumpy road here, bumpy road. A few more zip ties, and I am going to take the little piece of chicken wire I have and fill up that spot up there. And we're just going to let these things grow and grow and grow. Here it is, final product. Good thing we got to this when we did, because as you see already, it has begun. So, I find this to be the most efficient way to do your trellising when it comes to stringing or using chicken wire. Chicken wire obviously is the way to go. This works on a budget. Again, we can just, you know, tighten all these up as needed, or we're just going to leave them for now and see if that will help. I really like this one. I think it came out really nice. I think it's going to do us a lot of good.
Maybe give them a little peeky peek.
Oh, let me. So it won't zoom in there.
This
There it
one's probably
goes.
easier to see, babe.
So we have cucamelons, everybody.
Finally, after 2 years of trying.
So we have, oh, what was it? The cucamelon.
And the kiwanu.
The kiwanu, which is the monstrosity
Jelly
thing.
Horned jelly melon.
Yeah. And then again, everything's looking good. Everything's looking great. We do need a little bit further trellising, but that's in the future. For when these really start to take off, we'll just lean them this way. And that's about it, everybody. Hopefully we got your gears turning to thinking about alternative ways of trellising, and take it from us with small spaces and trying to work with that. Vertical gardening is definitely the way to go, hands down,
Grow big or go home.
because you can't really there's nothing really up here to stop you from growing, but there's plenty of things down here. Anyways, that all being said, we hope you enjoyed. Hopefully you can think outside the box Peace, love, and happiness. Keep on growing.